think probably the social events and stuff.
Nice. Did you have a favorite?
Probably the Halloween party. That was pretty fun.
My favorite memory was definitely the Halloween party, the scavenger hunt thing, because we got to run all over town and Anna lost her shoe. And there was just like really high stakes and a lot of fun, high speed, moving and driving and doing stuff. It was definitely my favorite part of the year.
I guess just being with everybody. Everybody's chill. It's just a good environment to be in, family environment. So it's fun.
Definitely the Santa Fe trip.
I would probably say our trip that we went on with the Oklahoma choir, that we enjoyed. It was a great experience. We had a lot of fun with those guys, and it was just, you had to be there to understand all of it's hard to put into words.
Definitely Santa Fe. Those were some really fun times, no doubt.
Easily the choir trip.
Woo! Everyone's been saying that.
My favorite memory about the choir this year was the Santa Fe trip, and the Halloween party was very fun. A family oriented event. So,
Just the camaraderie and the bond that was built throughout the tour with OPSU. You know, all the hard work that we put in, it was definitely worth it after everything was said and done. And you know, we each got to share our own personal, you know, I guess achievements once everything was after the show was over. So that was really special for me, and it was just one of the greatest musical experiences I've ever had.
So I guess my favorite memory or favorite like moment had to have been after the Goodwill concert. I felt like we all came together and were very open and exposed, and it shows a lot of how close we've gotten and how much we've grown together as a group since we were able to do that in such a setting where everyone was there. Everyone was. It was just such a tender moment. We were all so exposed and proud, and I think it was that pride was certainly well deserved. But also I enjoyed it because we got to sit there and appreciate all the hard work we've done and converse about it, tell our own personal stories.
Okay, my favorite memory was probably like all of our first concert just with West Side Story. That was super fun. And then playing the cymbals. That was a mess, but hey, you know, whatever. But yeah, and like just getting to meet everybody and get comfortable. It was fun.
I think the trip as a whole, but probably performing in Loretta Chapel. It was just really gorgeous. The acoustics were great. We kind of already got all of our big stuff out of the way, so we could just sing together and enjoy it, just our choir. So I think that was really special.
My favorite memory from choir this year was going on the scavenger hunt for Halloween and being the first team back. We were running everywhere. It was so intense, and the teamwork was insane. That was fantastic.
I definitely have to say literally the entire semester. It was one of my favorite semesters like I've ever had in my entire life. Everything, the atmosphere, you know, I felt so welcomed by everybody, and the music that we sang, that was definitely one of my favorite pieces. The Rudder was one of my favorite pieces I've done of all time. And it had so much significance. I talked about this the other day, but yeah, I definitely a piece that'll hold like close to my heart.
Okay, I have a lot. But I think my favorite is always Santa Fe, especially last year. I love our trips. Crying after OPSU.
Same.
We were all crying like babies. That was that was generally like really my favorite, because I think we all just needed to cry. Just realize what state of mind we were in and all the speeches everybody gave. That was so cute too. Yeah.
My favorite memory about choir this year was probably having the opportunity to sing in the Loretto Chapel in Santa Fe on our choir trip. 'Cause we performed the Mass of the Children. It was great.
My favorite memory from the choir, it would probably have to be when we went to Oklahoma. Not only because it was my first time going to Oklahoma, but because I got to hang out with all of you guys. And it was kind of nice to be more involved with other choir-related things, I guess, if you could say.
I think the most memorable memory was right after our performance in Oklahoma, when everyone opened up and talked about how much the group meant to them and what the music meant.
My favorite memory about choir this year is dancing at the Bejarati, and the audience are like, "What is she doing?" So it was
a lot of fun.
It's funny.
My favorite memory has to be the choir trip because we had a lot of fun, and last year we had very little amount of people, so this year it was pretty fun.
I would say the trip, but also just like all the little outings that we had together. Like went to the 806, all together, the Halloween party, Male Wolf especially. You know, we just all kind of stuck together as a little pack.